Now, standing in the dressing room at Club Inferno with that journalist's business card in her hand and a VIP request that could fast-track her freedom, Adora had a choice to make. She pulled out her phone and stared at the number on Marcus Webb's card. Who was he? What did he know? And more importantly, what did he want? She could disappear, change clubs, dye her hair, become a different version of Shadow, or she could face this head on. The knock came again. Shadow, client's getting impatient. What do you want me to tell him? Adora took a deep breath, made her decision, and opened the door. Tell him I don't do private dances, but tell him if he wants to talk, he can meet me at Martinez Diner on 5th Street in 1 hour. The manager blinked. You serious? That's $5,000 you're walking away from. I know, Adora said, already changing out of her costume and into regular clothes. She kept the mask on though. She wasn't ready to show her face. Not yet. Marcus Webb was already sitting in a corner booth when she arrived, nursing a cup of coffee that probably gone cold an hour ago. He looked different from the other men at the club. Tired eyes, rumpled clothes, the kind of person who'd seen too much and was trying to make sense of it all. He stood when she walked in, gestured to the seat across from him. I wasn't sure you'd come. Adora slid into the booth, very aware of the late-night diners, glancing at the woman in the mask. I almost didn't. Talk fast before I change my mind. Marcus leaned forward. I've been coming to Club Inferno for 2 weeks, researching a story about the downtown club scene. I've seen maybe 50 dancers. You're different. The way you move, it's trained, disciplined, like ballet or gymnastics, not just someone who learned to walk a pole. Your eyes, he paused, choosing his words carefully. They're sad, intelligent, like you're somewhere else entirely when you dance. Adora's jaw tightened. So what? You want to expose me? Ruin my life for a headline? No, Marcus said firmly. I want to understand. Because I don't think you are here because you want to be. I think something forced this choice. And I think that story, the real story, matters more than anything I could write about club culture. For a long moment, Adora just stared at him. This stranger who'd somehow seen through her mask when nobody else had. She should walk away, protect her secrets, keep the walls between her two lives solid and impenetrable. Instead, she started talking. 3 years ago, my mother collapsed during Sunday Mass. Brain tumor, inoperable but treatable with an experimental procedure that costs $250,000. Adora watched Marcus's expression change. Insurance covers maybe 20%. The church couldn't help. They've got their own bills. I worked 3 jobs, started fundraisers, applied for every grant out there. Nothing even came close. Her voice got harder. So, I came here, put on a mask, learned to dance, became someone else entirely so I could save the person I love most. Marcus was writing notes, his hand moving fast across the paper. How much have you saved? $183,247. I need $66,753 more. The procedure is in 4 weeks. She laughed bitterly. I was almost free, and then you showed up with your questions and your business card, threatening to blow up everything I've built. I'm not threatening anything, Marcus said firmly. I want to help, not by exposing you, by exposing the system that forced this choice, the healthcare costs that make people sell themselves, the institutions that preach values but abandon people when it matters. This isn't just your story, Shadow. It's thousands of people's stories, and if we tell it right, it could actually change things. Adora wanted to believe him. God, she wanted to believe that this nightmare could mean something beyond just saving her mother. But trusting people was dangerous. Trusting a journalist seemed like suicide. And if people connect the dots, if my church finds out, if Father Benedict sees this and realizes his star sister spends her night stripping? Marcus met her eyes steadily. Then you tell them the truth, that you loved God and your mother both, and this world made you choose between them in the cruelest way possible. Anyone who judges you for that isn't worth your faith. Something in Adora's chest cracked open, not breaking, but like a door she'd kept locked was finally getting some air. You want to write this story? Fine, but I stay anonymous. No names, no identifying details, nothing that could trace back to me or my mother. Deal, Marcus said immediately. I'll call you Shadow in the article. We'll be vague about locations. I'll focus on the systemic issues, not the personal details. They shook hands across the table, and for the first time in 11 months, Adora felt like maybe she wasn't completely alone in this.